from this agreement. Ibrahim Balde, GRTS.
The results of a study that looked at support that could be rendered to the veterinary services in the Gambia was the focus of a recent synergy organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and the FAO Banjul office. Aissatou Badiane Sow now reports on the program that forms part of efforts to revitalize veterinary services.
Organized by the Ministry of Agriculture in collaboration with the FAO Gambia office, was done after the completion of a 2-week research geared towards identifying bottlenecks impeding the development of a once vibrant sector. The livestock and veterinary services of the country, according to officials, used to contribute meaningfully to the socio-economic advancement of the Gambia, thus the need for its revival. The main aim of the convergence is to share and scrutinize the results of the 2-week findings conducted by a team of veterinary experts, the first step to reviving the sector. Omar Toure, a retired but not tired veterinary expert, commended the move taken by the ministry and its partners to revive the livestock and veterinary sectors, saying the sector has the potential of not only creating job opportunities, but as well contribute meaningfully to the country's GDP. FAO country representative described the move as laudable and expressed his office stance on supporting the ministry in its drive.
Over the years, the FAO and the government of the Gambia have been working in very close partnership in the development of the livestock sector, and it is within this framework of collaboration and partnership that we responded, the FAO responded to the request that we received from the government to support the revitalization of the veterinary services.
The move also has a component which seeks to establish a curriculum at the University of the Gambia to strengthen research and expertise base for the sector.
We embrace the idea and we urge both the FAO and the Ministry of Agriculture to help the university to ensure that we have a forward-thinking curricula and programs that will begin not only to graduate people from our university, but to bring out people that have the requisite skills and not just certificates.
If we are going in any way to improve this sector, these are the areas that we need to concentrate on. We need to improve the husbandry, and that needs to build and strengthen the institutional and human resource capacity.
The Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, outlined the importance the government attaches to ensuring that the livestock and veterinary sector is fully revived.
The resource base of the sector is significant in terms of population and diversity. The importance of the sector in terms of its contribution to food security, livelihoods, income and employment is well recognized. As such, it is one of the key sectors of the productive sectors identified as priority intervention areas to contribute to the accelerated growth of the national economy and employment.
It is hoped that the outcome of the one-day synergy will help fast-track the revival of the livestock as well as the veterinary services of the country. Aissatou Badiane Sow, GRTS.
A delegation comprising senior officials of the Ministry of Youth and Sports and some youth leaders led by the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Youth and Sports, recently concluded a tour of farms cultivated by the youth of the country. Samuel Ba went along and he now tells us more.
The President himself is rapidly gaining momentum as the trend towards the back to the land call continues to register success, especially among the youth. The move by the government through the Ministry of Youth and Sports to empower young people is deemed a step in the right direction. The countrywide visit across regional youth farms by the Permanent Secretary and his delegation continues in CRR South. In Bansang, a 2.5-hectare Findi farm and 4.2 and 2.5-hectare sorghum and Nerika rice fields at Sinju Chanderi were visited. The Lower Fuladu Youth Farm in Sapo is a typical example of a mixed cropping system. Here, sorghum and maize are the main crops grown by the youths of the region. Mohamed Fati is the area's youth coordinator. He explains factors affecting the progress of the farm.
The progress of the farm is at this stage because of a misunderstanding between us and our NAM, Yoro M. Simbalo. That is our only difficulty.
In Nyamina West and Dankunku, 2 and 5 hectare maize farms were inspected, followed by meetings with the youth and other local stakeholders. In the Jaras and other parts of the Kiang West, the story was quite different from the other areas earlier visited, as the delegation saw for the first time blister beetle infestation of crops in Soma, Sankuya and Munkutala. The Quinella and Bambako groundnut farms in Kiang Central and West were also visited, and the Kolikunda, Nerika and maize farms. Here, members of the Tor party were impressed with the general progress of the farms. Despite the erratic trends in the rainfall patterns, officials believe some of the problems observed in the regions visited could have been averted.
Late planting is very serious because the rains are very erratic. We don't know how soon the rains will arrive, and we don't know how soon the rains are going to stop. All that we know is, there is minimum rainfall over the years. And it is very important for farmers to plant their crops early. Even if you have an early variety, don't sit down and say, I have a variety that will mature anytime I plant.
At the same time, I think they were a little bit late. A lot of things we have seen, especially in Sanyang and Kitty. The maize in Sanyang and the rice in Kitty were planted late. So that will certainly compromise the yield.
The response to the President's call is indeed positive as far as Central River is concerned. And we are pledging that come next year, we will have our own seeds, we will buy our own fertilizers, and we will do our own farming.
The tour ended in the West Coast region, where youth farms in the Fonyis, as well as the Combo South villages of Sanyang, Kitty in Combo Central, and Lamin in Combo North were inspected. Officials of the Youth and Sports Ministry described the tour as a resounding success.
I have seen that, or I am foreseeing that in a very short time, we will still be helping saving the youths in dying in this back way to Europe.
Also to thank government so much for the unalloyed support and assistance that has been rendered to this project, earmarked to help their young people, to engage our young people meaningfully. My impression has been very, very good. I am very much happy with what we've been able to see throughout the country. Some of the farms extremely did well. Of course, we did not expect every farm to be excellent. In fact, what I saw even surpasses my expectation.
What we are telling the young people is that this is a project that is intended to bring everybody together, under one umbrella. All young people in this country belong to this project. This project belongs likewise to all young people of this country. When you work, the produce stays, with them. The government, His Excellency President, is not interested in it. That's why we are telling them open accounts for these farms, so that whatever is generated from the farms is plowed back to the communities.
With youths now venturing into a sector that was once...
Health officials are seeking to further entrench the basic practice of washing hands with soap. Global Hand Washing Day is commemorated annually to promote the hygiene practice credited with reducing the incidence of waterborne diseases, especially among children. Fatou Jazi picks up the rest of the story.
The Washing Day celebration was held in Jarasoma LRR. This year's celebration centers on the theme, Clean Hands Saves Life, with focus on mothers who are mainly tasked with the responsibility of looking after the young who are most vulnerable to diarrhea-related diseases. Governor of LRR, Lamin Wajwar, says that women can play an important role in achieving the desired goals of making hand washing a continuous process. The LRR governor also pledged to include in his regional budget the buying of soaps for schools. Hand washing can be regarded as a simple task and less important to some, but its effects can be immeasurable. The practice is of paramount importance to the reduction of mortality rate and other diseases like diarrhea and cholera.
The importance of hand washing was realized over a century and a half ago by the ingenious Hungarian-born Dr. Ignaz Semmelweis whilst working at an obstetrics clinic in Vienna. When women started dying from puerperal fever as a result of poor hygiene, He enforced a strict policy for hand washing with chlorinated antiseptic solution. Within 3 months of the